Students, let us go for the next module, that is cyber laws, or it is the Information Technology Act 2000. Space. So currently we are living with computers, electronic devices, communication networks, information technologies. So totally, if we are seeing in real world, we have transformed the real world into a virtual world. Why? Because we are totally dependent on those electronic devices, maybe for example mobiles, computers. So without that we cannot live today, is it? So we have transformed a real world into a virtual world. So there is a lot of dependency on information technologies and internet for continuously doing some business or some personal communications. We depend on these devices, or some indirectly we are dependent on the technologies and also internet. So actually these kinds of technologies has facilitated for better communication and the efficiency and productivity of the business. Everything is increased because of this kind of communication, and also it has created avenues for possible misuse as well. So because of this kind of communications that is happening totally through the internet, there is possibility of misuse of these informations. So digitalization has transformed the world, and also it has made us the easier way of accessing the information and using the information. So there is lot of influence of cyber in the current world. Cybercrime. So with the development of internet and its benefits, it also developed the concept of cybercrimes. So what is a cybercrime? It is an unlawful acts wherein the computer is used either as a tool or a target or both. So what kind of unlawful acts it may be? It may be attack to other computers. For example, you can consider hacking of a computer, or hacking of someone else's computer. Okay, maybe in the companies, or or in the real world also. And also you can take the example of virus attacks, worm attacks, DOS attack, denial of service attack it means. Or it may be a crime like cyber terrorism or credit card frauds, EFT frauds, etc. So a cybercrime totally means it is an unlawful acts where the computer is mainly targeted. Okay, so here they are telling about, as there is a development in the internet, there should be some laws to regulate these communications that is happening through this internet. Means we have to avoid the cybercrime. So there should be cyber laws as well. Cybercrime also includes traditional crimes conducted through the internet. So for example, it may be internet fraud or identity theft, credit card account thefts, or a kind of forgery, so on. Crime is regulated by cyber laws or internet laws and is subjected to the Indian Penal Code. So to regulate all these cyber crimes, they have formulated a internet law, or we call it as a cyber law. So this particular cyber law is formulated, and it is under the Indian Penal Code. Okay, so according to National Crime Records Bureau, so there are certain incidents that has happened because of this cyber crime, and they have given counts uh, based on the reports. Okay, so the incidence of total crimes in India in the year 2014, it was about 9,622, and in the year 2015 it was 11,592, and during 2016 it is around 12,370. So it is increasing day by day if you see the particular reports. So maximum number of cases were under the cybercrimes were reported from Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Karnataka during 2016. Okay. So these are the some kinds of reports. Based on the reports that got these records. Okay. So there are few points to be remembered under cyber laws. India was the 12th nation to adopt this kind of cyber laws. So this was first initiated in 2000 in India, and cyber laws are contained in the Information Technology Act 2000. So there is a separate act called Information Technology Act which mainly deals with cyber laws. And amendment to IT Act was in 2008. 2000 is an IT Act, and it was formulated to give legal framework for electronic transactions in India. So it had set of rules and regulations which apply to any electronic business transactions. So it also helps to promote business on the internet. So let us see what is the aim of this IT Act 2000. So the aim is to deliver and facilitate lawful electronic, digital and online transactions and mitigate the cyber crimes. So let us see what are the objectives of IT Act. IT Act provides legal recognition to transactions done by electronic way or by means of internet. It also grants the legal recognition to digital signature for accepting any agreement via internet or computer. So it also provides facility to filling of documents online, and it also authorizes any undertaking to store their data in electronic storage, and it also prevents cybercrime by imposing high penalty for such crimes that protect privacy of internet users. And it also gives legal recognition for keeping books of account by bankers and other undertakings in electronic form. So what are the scopes of IT Act? So IT Act attempts to address the following issues. So it provides legal recognition for electronic documents, digital signatures, offences and contraventions, justice dispensation systems for cyber crimes. So as per section 1(4), provisions of this act shall not apply for the following documents or transactions. Okay. So every electronic information is under the scope of IT Act 2000 except the attestation for creating trust via electronic way and making will for anybody or sale contract for any immovable property and giving power of attorney of property, or you say a trust that is defined in the section 3 of India Trust Act. So like this, so these are the scopes of this act. Definitions. So some of the definitions they have given. First one, you have electronic record. Electronic record means it consists of date, record or date generated, image or sound stored, received or sent in an electronic form or microfilm or computer generated microfilm. Originator means a person who sends, generates, stores or transmits any electronic message or causes any electronic So next definition is addressee. Addressee means a person who is intended by the originator to receive the electronic record but does not include any intermediary. So that means addressee is the person who is going to receive the particular message or an electronic record. Okay, so the electronic record may be coming from the originator. So addressee is nothing but the person who is going to receive the message. And next you have intermediary. Okay, any person who on behalf of another person receives, stores or transmits the electronic record or provides any service with respect to that record, and includes telecom service providers, network service providers, internet service providers, web hosting service providers, search engines, online payment sites, online auction sites, online marketplaces, and cyber cafes. So these are all are nothing but intermediary. Okay, that means it is a mediator between the two persons, that may be originator and the addressee. So let us see how should be the dispatch of electronic record. So unless otherwise agreed between the originator and or addressee. So originator is nothing but the person who is going to send the message. Addressee is nothing but who is going to receive the message. So the electronic record will include the time of recipient of the receipt of the particular electronic record shall be when an addressee has designated the computer resource. Receipt occurs at the time electronic record enters the designated computer, and it does not have a designated computer resource. Receipt occurs when electronic record is retrieved by the addressee. So electronic record is deemed to be dispatched at the place where the originator has his place of business, and is deemed to be received at the place where the addressee has his place of business. A security procedure. So this definition means the security procedure prescribed by the central government under the IT Act 2000. And what is a subscriber? Subscriber means a person in whose name the electronic signature certificate is being issued. Signature creation data. So signature creation data means a private key of the subscriber. So a subscriber will be having a private key. So to create any signature on a particular document, he has to have the private key. That means a subscriber has to have a private key. Okay. So secure electronic signature. So under section 15, they have described how should be the secure electronic signature. An electronic signature shall be deemed to be a secure electronic signature if the signature creation data at the time of affixing signature was under the exclusive control of signatory or and not other person, and the signature creation data was stored and affixed in such exclusive manner as may be prescribed. So this is about secure electronic signature. So any electronic signature, when they are going to write an electronic signature on the document, there should be the date, that is creation data. That means when this signature is being done, when he has affixed that particular signature. So this has to be there in the particular document, electronic document. So let us see what is the definition of certifying authority. Certifying authority, or we call it as CA. CA means a person who has granted the license to issue a digital signature certificate. Okay, only CAs will be allowed to uh, give the uh, digital certificates to each of the person. Okay, so what is controller? Controller means the controller of certifying authority. Appointment of controller and other officers. So controller is nothing but a person who is going to control the certifying authorities, is it? So it is described in section 17. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint a controller for certifying authorities for the purpose of this act. So it also, by the same or subsequent notification, may appoint such number of deputy controllers, assistant controllers, or other officers and employees as it deems fit. Let us see what are the functions of controller. So functions of controller is to exercise supervision over the activities of certifying authorities, or we call it as CAs. Okay, so CAs are who are going to issue the certificates to the public, is it? So certifying the function, other function of controller is to certify the public keys of certifying authorities, and also laying down the standards to be maintained by the certifying authorities, and to specify the qualifications and experience which employees of the certifying authority should possess, specifying the conditions subject to which the certifying authorities shall conduct their business, and many more. What is the definition of digital signature? Digital signature means authentication of any electronic record by a subscriber by means of an electronic method or procedure in accordance with the provisions. And next definition is about digital signature certificate. Digital signature certificate means a certificate of digital signature issued by certifying authority. Definitions. Key pair. It is an asymmetric crypto system. A key pair is an asymmetric crypto system. So it includes a private key and its mathematically related public key, which are so related that the public key can verify a digital signature created by the private key. So what do you mean by private key? Private key means the key of a key pair used to create a digital signature. So what is public key? Public key means a key of a key pair used to verify a digital signature and is listed in the digital signature certificate. Digital signature certificate. So about this, they have mentioned it in section 35. So that the certifying authority is empowered to issue a digital signature certificate if any person may make an application to the certifying authority for the issue of an electronic signature certificate in the prescribed form, along with prescribed fee fixed by the central government to be paid to the certifying authority. Digital signature certificate. The certifying authority, while issuing the certificate, shall certify that it has complied with the provisions of the Act, and also it has to ensure that the subscriber holds the private key corresponding to the public key listed in the digital signature certificate, and such public and private keys constitute a functioning of a key pair. The certifying authority has the power to suspend or revoke the digital signature certificate. That means a certifying